Ms. Walorski, it's all yours.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman, and thanks to you, Ms. Collins, for being with us today. I'm grateful for the work that you and your taxpayer advocate service provides to my constituents with complicated tax matters. I do feel like a broken record, though. Once again, I find myself before this subcommittee raising the backlog of the millions upon millions of original and amended tax returns that the IRS is currently facing. What's more concerning is that there appears to be no end in sight, even as we move into the 2022 tax season. Almost every day, my staff and I hear constituents who are caught in the backlog. It's Hoosiers from all kinds of families, individuals, small business, you name it, many of whom have specific financial struggles and can hardly afford more delays. These Hoosiers need results, and they need the refunds that the IRS owes them. The taxpayer advocate can't take over the IRS's role in processing returns, but they play a significant role in expediting what has been an infuriating process for many of my constituents. So, Ms. Collins, my question is, the taxpayer advocate having conversations with the IRS on how they're categorizing and prioritizing the outstanding amended returns? Does the relative amount of a refund claim or the relative delay in processing factor into a returns prioritization? Are returns with refunds that require joint committee approval lagging meaningfully behind other amended returns in the processing time?
In essence, what we're currently doing with the IRS is part of the surge team. We're working with our counterparts in the service center, as we are going to, TAS cases are going to be assigned to a particular area within the service center, and we're going to have priority for the TAS cases to make sure those are through the system. So taxpayers who are dealing with hardships and other challenges, we should be prioritizing that work on a go-forward basis.
And can you outline your office's position on working with affected individuals? How do you instruct your advocates to prioritize their casework? And what's the response time and frequency of communication you're targeting to provide our constituents and congressional staff with the status updates on active cases?
Yeah, this has been a tough year for not only taxpayers, but also IRS employees, and TAS employees are no different. We've had a very difficult last 2 years as well. Our case inventory has increased, and with respect to congressional referrals, it's increased sixfold. What we are trying to do is to have our contact at a minimum of once a month, and some of the offices are able to do it more frequently, either weekly or bi-weekly, to give you updates on particular cases. We do look for hardship. If the hardship of taxpayers experience a particular hardship, we try and prioritize that above some of the other work. So as I said, we're scrambling, but we are doing the best we can, and our employees are working really hard, and I'll give them a shout out right now, because not only IRS employees working hard, but our TAS folks are really trying to do the best they can to help all taxpayers, including your constituents.
I got it. I just have one more question. Do you have suggestions on how my office and this committee can work with you and the IRS to expedite some of these returns?
Happy to take it offline and explore suggestions or ideas. I mean, that is essence what TAS does, is we work with your offices for hardship and taxpayers and issues, and again, happy to open up that door or phone and let's have a future dialogue.
I appreciate it, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.